in Washington doing Meet the Press. It was a sunny Sunday, and lightning struck at home on a little lake. It's outside of our home, not a lake, a big pond, and hit a wire and came up underneath our home into the heating ducts, the air conditioning duct. To make a long story short, I almost lost my wife, my '67 Corvette, and my cat.
Biden finally goes to Maui and tells people who have suddenly lost everything with homes and cars totally turned to ashes, 113 dead and 1,000 still not found, and makes up a lie, saying his family knows what it's like to lose their home when it was struck by lightning, when truth was it was extinguished in 20 minutes and just damaged the kitchen. He's despicable.
I'm sure the people in Maui, whose loved ones burned to death, are so comforted learning Biden didn't lose his Corvette or his cat in a small kitchen fire.
Joe Biden making jokes about almost losing his '67 Corvette in a small kitchen fire is ridiculous. Maui victims know what it's like to lose a home. He doesn't.
Well, the fire that Joe Biden was describing in that clip took place in 2004 at his Wilmington home in Delaware, and it was apparently put out within 20 minutes. It was described by the local fire department as being insignificant. However, Joe Biden felt it was necessary to compare to the situation in Hawaii on the island of Maui, where we have over 113 dead, we have thousands still missing, we have devastation. And Biden was there at an event to honor the victims. And not only did he make this comparison that just did not sit well with the viewership and the audience, both domestically and around the world, in addition to that, it appeared that Joe Biden was falling asleep during the ceremonies. It seemed like he was just nodding off, not really paying attention, kind of exhausted, kind of bored by the whole thing. Not a good look. Now, folks will recall how Joe Biden, when first asked about the wildfires in Maui, basically brushed off reporters. This is what was said.
About the Hawaii response, Mr. President?
It's also important to note that Joe Biden was pretty roundly condemned for his flippant comments or lack of comments when asked about if he was planning to visit Maui. And when he did visit the island, apparently there were individuals there who weren't thrilled with his arrival. There were protesters chanting, "Go home, Joe." There were others who were quite angry about how it took him so long to visit the island that has been devastated by these wildfires. And people were not thrilled with his response.
Wow, he's finally here. Wow, yeah. Awesome. Yeah, thanks for nothing. Hey, right here. Hey, you, Joe Biden. You.
The White House has named Bob Fenton as the federal response coordinator for the Maui wildfires, and he will be overseeing the long-term recovery efforts directed by Washington in response to these wildfires. It will take years to rebuild the town of Lahaina. Every single building was destroyed, obliterated by the flames.